I worked 2 jobs while my family struggled. I trusted them with my savings, and one morning, everything was gone. Not stolen. Not lost. Given away, because they decided I owed them. This is the story of how success turned my own family into my enemies. Part 1, The Beginning. I grew up in a house where money was always a problem, but silence was worse. My parents worked hard, but it was never enough. Bills were late. Arguments were constant. And every conversation somehow ended with the same sentence, "We'll figure it out." But we never did. By the time I was 16, I understood something important. If I wanted a future, I would have to build it myself. So I started working. First, it was small jobs. After school. Weekends. Nights. I saved every dollar. I didn't party. I didn't travel. I didn't complain. While others lived, I planned. My family noticed. At first, they were proud. "You're responsible," my mother said. "You'll go far," my father added. And I believed them. When I turned 18, I opened my first savings account. I didn't tell anyone how much was there, but they knew it was growing. That's when the question started. "Why don't you help your brother a bit? We're family, you know. You're young, you can earn it back." I helped. Small amounts. Carefully. Because that's what family does, right? By 22, I was working full-time and studying at night. Exhausted. Focused. Hungry for more. And then my parents asked for something bigger. "Just keep the money with us," my mother said. "It's safer this way." "We won't touch it," my father promised. I hesitated. But they were my parents. So I said yes. That decision changed everything. The day I found out started like any other. No warning. No tension. No sign that my life was about to split in two. I checked my phone during a break at work, planning to transfer money for rent. I opened my banking app. The balance was wrong. Not slightly wrong. Devastatingly wrong. I refreshed the screen. Once. Twice. 3 times. Still the same number. Almost empty. My hands went cold. At first, I assumed it was a mistake. A glitch. A delay. Something technical. Banks mess up sometimes, right? So I called customer support. They didn't sound confused. They sounded calm. "Yes," the woman said after verifying my identity. "The funds were withdrawn yesterday." Authorized withdrawal. Authorized. I felt my stomach drop. Authorized by who? I asked. There was a short pause. "Your parents," she said. I don't remember hanging up. I don't remember leaving work. I don't even remember driving. I only remember standing in my parents' living room an hour later, my heart pounding so hard it hurt. My mother was on the couch. Calm. Comfortable. Almost relaxed. My father didn't look at me. "Where is my money?" I asked. No shouting. No drama. Just a simple question. My mother sighed, like I was the problem. "We used it," she said. I waited for the rest. An explanation. An apology. Something. But nothing came. "You used it?" I repeated. My father finally spoke. "Your brother needed a house." I laughed. I couldn't stop myself. "A house?" I said. "With my money?" My mother crossed her arms. "You have a good job," she said. "You'll make more. Your brother has a family." I felt something crack inside me. "That money was my future," I said quietly. "I worked for that. I trusted you." My father looked irritated now. "You're being selfish." That word hit harder than the theft. Selfish. After years of sacrifice. After sleepless nights. After trusting them with everything. I realized something terrifying in that moment. They didn't see it as stealing. They saw it as redistribution. As if my success belonged to them. As if I owed them simply for being born. I asked one last question. You asked me first, or you just decided? My mother answered without hesitation. We didn't think you'd say no. That was it. That sentence. That's when I understood, this wasn't about money anymore. It was about control. I didn't sleep that night. Not because I was tired, because my mind wouldn't stop replaying that conversation over and over again. We didn't think you'd say no. Those words echoed louder than any insult. By morning, the shock had hardened into something else. Not rage. Not sadness. Clarity. I realized I had made one fatal mistake in my life. I believed blood meant loyalty. It doesn't. That I took a day off work and sat at my kitchen table with my laptop, coffee untouched. I pulled up every bank statement. Every transfer. Every document I had ever signed. And that's when things got worse. The account my parents had access to. They weren't just listed as emergency contacts. They were authorized co-signers. Years ago, when I was younger and broke, they had helped me open the account. Back then, it felt harmless. Practical. Family helping family. Now it felt like a loaded gun I had handed them myself. I called a lawyer. Not because I wanted revenge, at least, not yet, but because I needed to understand how badly I'd been played. He listened quietly as I explained everything. The withdrawals. The house. The justification. When I finished, he leaned back and sighed. They didn't break the law, he said. But they broke something else. What? I asked. Trust, he replied. And that's usually harder to recover from. I asked him the question that had been burning in my chest all morning. Can I protect what's left? Yes, he said immediately. But you'll need to act fast. That afternoon, I opened new accounts. New passwords. New protections. I transferred what little money remained. I locked everything down. Then came the hardest part. The conversation. I went back to my parents' house that evening, not angry, calm. That scared them more than shouting ever could. My brother was there too. Sitting at the table. Smiling. A brand new house key dangling from his fingers. Hey, he said. Did Mom tell you? We finally closed. I looked at him. How much did you know? I asked. He hesitated. Just long enough. So I already had my answer. You knew, I said. And you didn't say a word. He shrugged. I thought you'd understand, he said. You're doing well. That sentence. Everyone loved that sentence. You're doing well. As if success meant I stopped being human. As if it erased my limits. As if it turned me into a walking ATM. I'm cutting you off, I said. The room went silent. My mother stood up. You don't mean that. I do. My father slammed his hand on the table. You owe us, he snapped. We raised you. I nodded. You raised me, I said. You didn't own me. My brother scoffed. So that's it, he said. You're just going to abandon your family? I looked him straight in the eyes. No, I said. I'm just done sacrificing myself so you don't have to. I walked out. No dramatic exit. No shouting. Just a door closing. That night, something shifted. I wasn't free yet. But for the first time in my life, I wasn't chained either.